This is a fascinating lawsuit, but one of the relatives, the father of one of the victims in the Paris attacks last November, is suing Twitter, Google, and Facebook. And the lawsuit says that the social media networks enabled ISIS to create and maintain accounts, including on YouTube, where they were allowing ISIS to put beheading videos up and essentially
they recruit a lot of people using social media. That's
right.
been all over the news.
Yeah, and his daughter, so he's suing because his daughter is one of the victims, the lone American killed in Paris.
Ronaldo Gonzalez is the father. Noemí is
Noemí Gonzalez was killed. She was a lone American killed in Paris during the attacks. She was a exchange student from Long Beach State here in California. But what he's saying, like you said, Harvey, is that these ISIS websites on YouTube and Google and Twitter are what fueled the attack. And the reason he's saying that is that they are able to communicate, go on and fuel people's beliefs in ISIS, and they see a lot of this online and on social media. The other thing he's saying, which is an interesting...
So they're saying that they have a duty to scrub this stuff instead of letting it sit.
Absolutely. Now, his proof on why they're negligent there, Harvey, that they're not, trying to get rid of it is, on some of the videos, he claims they run ads against it. So when you click on a beheading video, you're getting ads. So these companies, YouTube, Google, and Twitter, are profiting off of those videos.
I don't mean to be maudlin here, but the weirdest thing in the world to me is, there's something, just so you understand how the business works. When you run a website and you're running video, if it's a really bad video, like CNN, if they're running a plane crash or we're doing something which is just, not a savory subject matter, what you do is you disable ads. It's weird to me that an advertiser would allow their product to be put at the top as pre-roll of a beheading video.
Maybe it's
any
just
kind of ad.
Well, and I thought,
talking. Who knows?
Harvey, I thought of the same exact thing you did because we do this website that way. But I think with YouTube, it's so vast. I think they try, and we got actually a hold of both companies that said, look, we do our best to scrub this from our sites. When we see them or someone tells us about it, we erase them. But the networks of ads and stuff they put on YouTube is so vast and so big.
Mike, I got to say, what's interesting about this is it seems to me what they're saying is you not only did it, but you're making a profit off of it. And I think that maybe if this ever gets to a jury, the jury's going to say, wait a minute, this isn't just an organization that is, allowing it to, to happen out of negligence, but they're making money off of it, and they should have a higher response. I think that's the argument.
I think they do have a duty to go and get rid of all this stuff.
But they're saying it's so massive.
I know, but there's software out there that can probably put up keywords and keep videos that.
And of the size of YouTube, the second you pull down one of those videos, ISIS or someone involved here puts another one back up. But I got to say, after reading this lawsuit, Harvey, and I think you felt the same way, this is a grieving father and somebody who's trying to look for something and somebody that's responsible besides what actually happened in the guys that did it.
Google's responded, right?
Yes, both of the companies, Google and Twitter, responded to us and said, like I just said, they are trying, as soon as they know about this kind of stuff, they remove it, they get rid of it, and there has even been articles and reports in the media about how they are vigilant as much as they can be, but this father disagrees.
Angel Marino, Aim High, Detroit. I am so happy that this father took a stance, a bold stance, to go out and seek suit against these social media giants. In order for change to happen, people have to come together. There's power in numbers and unity. And, we don't know if it's going to work or not, but just this stand alone is great.